All right, folks, this is Wolfie's place. Now, Wolfie's place is pretty private because unlike, oh gosh, whose was it? It was Tamaria's first. Tamaria's place first. It was fenced off, but only naturally. Here, they were like, no, we're going to get serious. We got the fences too, you know? So they want to make themselves a very private spot going into their little neighborhood in Founders. This is a very familiar spot. Yeah. Seen this place a good number of times. Now, as we enter the lot, we have, oh yeah, this incredibly skinned place. We've seen this method being done in the past, and it's great every time. Where they take the Gilnean wagons and they just plaster the place with this. Doesn't matter how crazy it gets, whatever it takes. And especially now that we have like a little more available budget, we're able to effectively skin both the front and back of the house, right? Nope. But but they did their best. Okay, they did their best. Let's go back here. Yeah, back to the awesome parts. So once again, lots of Gilnean wagons that are helping to line the spot. You can see how they use rocks, greens, to hide some of the weird bits. Like, you don't want to see a random wheel or anything like that on the side. It's just really the backside that's particularly vulnerable to the truth. Oh, check out the giant puppy. Oh, that's dope. Dude, that is one big mama. That's so cool. So we got multiple puppies, the multiple puppy rugs. So like one, right? No, two. There's one each, right? One, and then another one. And then that's smart. That's so damn smart. And then they added like little fire bottles for eyes. That is so smart. Yo. Dude, this is your takeaway, folks. Use it. Now you have like giant puppy if you wanted to. So good. See how damn inventive people are here? Makes me sick. You know, some people are like, oh man, why didn't I think of that? Or, oh, I thought of that and then someone did it before me. You know, that kind of vibe. I don't really feel that, but still, I'm like, oh, that's just so good. That's so good. So as soon as we come in, you know, we're going to get this, again, Druid, Gilnean. We're going to get this sort of like fusion of styles here. And it shows. We have like this grand climb already sort of set up for us. But it has, again, these very strong Druid themes to it. Let's turn around a little bit. And here we fully embrace the Gilnean vibe here on the side. You know, it's kind of easy to do too. Just get all the Gilnean stuff, throw them together, and there you go. You know, some of the rest feels a bit opulent by comparisons because we have like some elven stuff here, some folk stuff on the other side. But then what helps to I guess help preserve the Gilnean vibe is to turn the lights down for the most part. I think that helps to preserve that vibe really, really well. And I think it works. You can see here we have lots of these Gilnean trellises or trelli that's lining the walls, but also some greens, you know, to add like a little bit of contrast. It's not Christmas, it's not trying to do that, but it's offering this little bit of a different setup. Note how the climb is being dressed up with these bookshelves, you know, to help support it, not make it feel like this whole closed off thing, but there might be some hidden secrets here, such as, nope, not there, such as, oh, nice. So what is this? We have a spider-like creature. Wait, I don't want to get too close. Do I want to get that close? That's creepy. Oh, I like that. That's hella cool. Oh, is that another shelf? No, that is just a shelf that is put there to act as a wall. Okay, that's fine. Wow, that's sick. And very creepy, like I said. Ugh. Now, that shelf is put there for the purpose of, hiding the clip. Got it. Smart. Let me close that guy. Dun, dun, dun. All right, nice and clean. So over here, we have this fireplace set up, nice and warm. We have some extra fire going for some cool effects. Over on this side, nope, no spider. Okay, so no spider there. Nothing scary in that spot. What about through here? Rah, nope. Not there either. So we're fairly safe. Just one creepy spider. And otherwise, here in this whole gathering spot, it's a chance to converse and also be the sort of like, I'm showing off a little bit. Showing off some of my awesome accomplishments, the foes that I've slain, the ones that got away, and so on. A little bit of a flex there. So let's climb our way up. Looks like there's like one way through past this stairwell room. Yeah, nice set. Then, of course, we have, what is this exactly called? A tapestry. Not exactly a sigil, but kind of but people often refer to this really strongly with Gilnean vibes. And that might be true. I'm not familiar enough with Gilnean lore to say one way or another. Ooh. Now, a very electrifying transition spot. Oh, that's neat. Lots of shaman totems dot this whole top side here. Really heavy with the duskwood greens. And they're not embiggened either. So this is a lot of greens that they threw down. Like, this must be like 10. No, just kidding. There's like well over 100 that are up here. So very fine details here. Did their best to hide pretty much all the clip except for the vines or the branches that are like coming through here. And it's also obscuring, actually no, not totems. These are probably Tesla coils because they're pretty big. But yeah, that's neat. I think you can see one of them back there. But yeah, that's awesome. Now let's go down. Let's come down to eye level here. Yeah, these like dedications. Yeah, this is their pledge to the Alliance. Great branding here, because here's what's being used. We have like the little flag one side and the other side. That's great. Here, I guess the plans for Gilnean is its preservation, not only to survive, but thrive. Here is a celebration of kills, I'm gonna guess. Yeah. And there is what might be a TV. But first, let me get my orientation straight. So I believe I came from here first. So our pathing will lead that way, or that way, which also leads up. And we have a little rainbow thing there. That's cute. And then we have a pathway down there. And that looks like it leads down. So let's go. Not sure. We're going to go left. Looks like we have a very large build ahead of us. So let's explore. Oh, that looks like a little pet place. That could be cool. But first, let's go to our left. Note the branding here. Lots of use of these arches, plus the rug. And inside here, the bedroom. Oh, they got their own TV as well. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Huh. So they did the whole. They have this whole. Okay, they did the bed, but then they skinned the bed. Got it. Okay, so that's why the vibes were looking different. Like, wait, this is a goblin bed. Like, nope. They rebranded the thing. Just a bunch of beams. Beams. And all of a sudden, it is now theirs. It is now an Alliance bed with Alliance blue. They conquered the goblins. Okay, good job. But we do have our... Yeah, this has a... It kind of has a hotel kind of feel, too. Because, like, here's the hotel remote. Grab that dude, have a seat. But no, this feels a bit too personalized. Yeah. This is very much where like a priest of sorts happens to live. Yeah, great bed. All right, and then on the opposite, was there branding here? Yeah, no clear branding there. So let's see what's on this one. What's behind the door here? We've got the bathroom. All right. Oh, nice floor use for the standing shower. Very nice. Hopefully these are actually like more like plastic vinyl setup and not just fabric. Otherwise, dude, that mold that builds up really fast. It gets super gross. So let's not have that. Oh, vanity setup is sick too. So it starts off with normal beams, but then they dressed it up a little bit. Bench, table, bench to give it that little extra color and pop. I noticed too, between the gold, the kind of like grayish black, and the red, Gilnean style colors. I think, so it stays on theme. So great job with keeping it together like that. So let's go around. I like how each of these wall panels are like super filled. Drapes, carpet, arch right there. We see that a number of times as we transition from one room to another. You have kind of those things at the end. Helps to fill out space when we're otherwise using the full length of like a doorway or whatnot. You want to try to fill out the space wherever you can. They do a great job of it. They even make use of the pre-built stairwell rooms. Not often done in really advanced builds, but when in situations like this, if you want to just go ahead and allow for the space, it allows for a lot more budget to be used for presentations like this. This cool little puppy playground. So here he is, he's so little, he's like jumping up and he kind of like climbs his way up to his house and all that. But if he wants to take a dip, boom, 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 climb back up, shake, 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 back inside, good times. Good times. If they really want to, they can climb up the thing, slide down, and all that too. Oh, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. So here, under the stairwell, the laundry room. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, easy shapes to use too. So these are good takeaways. If you don't want to get too heavy on the kit bashing, these are some great examples. Yeah, you have your blocks. I'm sorry, not your blocks. You have your beams, but they also have this foundation. They have these what look like wall shelves down here. Are they wall shelves actually? Yes, they have wall shelves there to create this foundation. To make a convincing base, so it doesn't just clip into the ground. That way, it feels believable. From their basic stuff. From here, like for example, here you have I'm not sure what that is actually. Oh, a lever. Oh, that's neat. So that's being used as the hinge. Of course, you have water coming out, which is actually pretty bad. It's actually not a good thing that's happening if things are like leaking out, but it has that whole illusion of activity going on. And then from here, what's that right there? That's another door, another cheap piece that you can use. Very inexpensive too, if you wanted to have like a back panel. And then just the other accessories, some stuff that come from endeavors and other cheap things. Cool. Cool setup. All right, so let's make our way up now. Yeah, very clean stuff. Oh, I like the backdrop here too. Complete with the rainbow. You have like all the landscaping down here. Looks very pretty. What's funny is if like puppies walking around all crazy, because this is a large place that we're going through. Like it's going to be easy for them to identify like one of the colors here, hopefully, and then they'll be able to like find their way back through that and through the visual reference and the smells. All right. Careful thing with the rainbow bridge. Not thinking about that. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just thinking of Happy Puppy. All right, so we get to the top. We have like this, nice little spot to just kind of fill up space. And then we got this kind of entrance. Oh, that's nice. They have like, so they close this off really well. They have like the double doors. They also set up some beams here to close off more of the space. So we have this very, very grand sort of entrance. It'll be really nice, Blizzard, if we have different doors that just kind of open in a different direction. So we can stop this. Otherwise, let's open up. Boing. Dude, these are like vault doors. I swear, man. Nothing's getting through here. If you lock that door, nope, nope, nope. So we get into this room. It feels like the boss's bedroom. Maybe. We have a very grand sort of vanity. You know, so here we are. We're dressing up full body. We're dressing up face only. We got accessories to like put on. Dude, check out this chain. Huge chain. Just imagine this thing. It's like dangling down here, dude. Then again, Worgen are pretty tall when they're standing fully upright, right? So that would be okay. Yeah. Otherwise, if they were back in their human form, it would look like a grandfather clock. What is this actually? This here is... it is just that. Wow. So okay, it's barely sticking out. So you can barely see it sort of like peeking out there. That's good. That's really good. And then here it looks like what? Curved tables? Almond tables. Okay. Oh, it's one almond table. Nice. And then that happens to be like one curtain thing. Oh, because it's a hook. Very good. That's very convincing. I just find the whole medallion, the whole super low-hanging medallion thing, that part I find hilarious. So right up here, it feels one part restful spot, the other part place to pose. This is the bedroom and all that. I get it. But it's also like an Instagram spot. Like, yo, like, here's what I imagine. I imagine either the boss of the house or one of their guests, they're going to be laying across that thing, you know, wearing barely anything, looking hot, smoking, right? And then the caption will be like, how do you like this fruit, bitch? You know, so I like that. That's what I'm getting out of this screenshot. Boom. So that right there, it's a statement. This is a statement piece right over there. This right here, a cute statement. Puppies and lions are hanging out, doing their thing. They're like, we don't care about statements. We're just here to look cute. And we do such a great job of it. Now, inside this bed, note how we have like, we have the shroud there, but we got one way in through here. Big bed, lots of branding. Very good setup. Nice and tight. Come out through here. Oh, I can see why the shroud's here, because you got that super bright. Oh, yeah, super bright windows on both sides. But then here it's like super lit at the moment. Here, not so much. Here you do want to have the shroud. Fair. Because when you're out here, you're awake. You're having your coffee. What better way to start the morning than to have like your coffee like right here. Right here waiting for you. Super convenient. They know magic, so they can warm up their own water. They just need to grind the stuff and they're good to go. So this place, this room, probably has that pleasant smell of coffee in the air. Oh, so good. Now that's the smell of nature. Now through here, we have this, what feels like could be a bathroom. Yeah, we have this cool hot tub set up. Check out how this is being utilized. We have the Niffin Arch that's going around this here. And of course, we have our fountain. Then we have our view of the outside. The moon is huge. You can almost tell. You can see the threads on this moon. Looks great. Yeah, really cool shot to climb up to. I like how flanking it are the advanced moon wells, or I keep saying advanced moon wells. Large moon wells. But they have more lighting effects, so I call them advanced. But yeah, cool how they're like flanking the area here. I like what they did with this too. These are little elven tables flipped upside down to add a little bit of shape, and it looks like they're kind of carrying these trellises here. That's cool. Very unique with the setup. Now, of course, this is the bathroom. So, in this bathroom, it looks like we have a shower here. We have this double shroud. One thing here that's kind of like this sheer plastic, and then the other one for mostly keeping people from peeping. Let's go through here now. Oop. We got our vanity and our toilets. Quite opulent here. You got your auto cleaning function. That's kind of how it works when it's a Moonwell that does that. You know, auto purifies the toilet, keeps things clean. If anything, you're cleaning it just out of peace of mind. You know, just to feel like you're doing something. But don't worry, it's all good. Great stuff with the TP dispenser as well. All right, so we're out through here, and then we're going back to the bedroom. And now we're going to the other side. Let's see what we have here. Ah. So what better thing to have, you know, next to the bedroom where you're possibly doing naughty things than to have Alchemy Lab? Because who knows what you might want to do here. And what are we doing here? Concoctions, imbibements, poisons, and probably secrets. All right. Yeah, a lot of possible illicit activities happening in this part of the house. But then, what are we hiding? Oh, we're hiding something. So, a true secret. Where will this take us, though? Boop. Oh, it takes us to Give Worgen Tales. Nice. So, they're also an activist. So, now according to the notes, this room is actually based on Wolfie's real office. Nice. So we're getting a glimpse of the real world in this particular room. So they have puppies. They got puppy space. Awesome. And of course they got their little battle station. Boom, boom. I wonder if their monitors are even configured like this. that would be something. Now, as for the rig, couple things happening here. So we have like this crate being used, right? We have this crate, but then also they took the consortium crate and they jammed that sucker right inside. Interesting. Okay, it's the open crates. There we go. Yeah. So I was looking for like an opening. So here's the open part of the crate. They jammed the consortium crate inside and then put in like some other doohickeys and stuff to, you know, give it that whole living tower life. Nice. And the tails. Okay, that's adorable. That is adorable. And then there's another secret job. Nope, not really a secret. Just there to fill out space on. Oh, okay, that is not intended. That just looked like a secret. That's cool. All right, I'll need to backtrack just in case, because large place. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. So we're here. Stairwell. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's like what, two other wings to like check out. So we came from these were the two bedrooms. No, one was the bathroom, right? This is the bathroom. This here was the bedroom. Okay, so here we were good. Now we're transitioning. All right. So now we're going this way. Because why not? Why not? Here we're getting entertained. With games, with drinks. Opportunity to serve some folks. Awesome. See, wine is out, snackies and everything. Great stuff with the pool table. I've been seeing more of this, where I'm seeing the filigree lights being used as balls, as opposed to trying to like simulate real world pool. They're like, nah, forget it. This is the Azeroth pool. We just play with like these magic light ball things. And then what do we have here? Got to navigate these sectionals a little bit. But we have our snacks, we got our smokes, and we got TVs. What's going on right now? Nothing going on at the moment. Right now, it's probably just us like talking, chilling. What are we talking about? Housing. The true fun of WoW. And of course, we got, what gaming room wouldn't be complete without having some chess set action going. But now this is curious. So we have this whole shroud area, which I'm pretty sure is not gonna take us anywhere. Yeah, those are walls. But then here we have this immediate climb down, which I find very interesting. So we're kind of like climbing down a stairwell room, and then we don't know what's under us necessarily. But we end up climbing down a stairwell room and then into a skybox room. And there's a puppy. Oh, there's a little puppy constellation there. Nice. That's adorable. That's hella cute. Oh, and then there's big puppy. Oh, look at that. This one's being so proper. You've seen them, right? Where they have like their paws in front of each other. They're looking like very, okay, they're very, this one looks very intimidating, kind of pissed off looking, but I think they're being very, very good. Very good. Oh, this transition's awesome too. Check out the kind of druid branding that we have here from the quarter circle and full moons. That's neat. Great pattern that we have there. That's sick. Oh, more puppies. More giant pups. That's awesome. Yeah, including the puppies like this is great. Love it. Great shaping there. They could do more, but boy, would that start eating the budget. It would totally start eating the budget. We also have a little hot tub here to hang out in. And like a big open space for like these giant dogs to run around and frolic and play and dig stuff up and cause trouble. So here it's like, okay, not so big of a deal to have like a lot of room in between. It's not for us, that's for sure. So here's a place for us to like nap as soon as we're done playing with the pups and we're tired and they're like, yo, we're just getting started. And so like, dude, they're big. They can easily just, they can just leap out of there and like kind of do their thing. Meanwhile, we're asleep. Yeah, really neat. Yeah, I love that whole raised, it has like an altar kind of feel, but it's not. It's a hot tub. It just happens to have like a really high ceiling to it. Yeah, really fun. Yeah, very interested in how this thing goes up. So I'm wondering, like, was there anything below here that I might have like overlooked or missed, or that we walked by and I didn't even notice it? It'd be kind of cool. So now we're gonna go to our left one more time, I think. Yeah. And now we're feasting. So we're doing the gaming, a little bit of drinking. Here we're eating. And what's cool is we have this whole attached kitchen to the spot. Notice how we have like the platforms here to kind of separate us from dining room and the kitchen. And then we have a bunch of kit bash stuff. This is a super modern fridge. Holy cow. I feel like yeah, this looks to be okay, I'm not that tall, so it's hard for me to like hit the touch screen and all that up there. But if I could, then I'd be able to dispense like the water and ice and all that stuff. That's awesome. That's really good. Let's see, what are these? What do we have here? Okay, so we've seen this a number of times. This big blocky piece that's being used here. And the way that with the current lighting or the lack of lighting here, it gives it that really deep, dark look. That's awesome. And then down here, we just have like this door as the base. So you see there, that ruins it. Let me just, oh, I ruined it twice. Okay, 3 for 3. Okay, we ruined it 3 times. Well, let me at least close that one and then move along, because now I feel kind of bad. Now I think there's a microwave. I'm gonna guess it's a microwave. It has the whole glass door to it. And over here we have our full sink, easy kit bashing with one more kind of, okay, that's door again. Don't click it. And then here we have another kind of fridge style structure, or you can just, maybe they're like just cabinets or something. All right. Followed by the granite countertops, full spread of food, by the way. Nice. And then we have this somewhat kit bash stove. Here is a, oh, with a mirror up front, followed by the bench. We have a crate here, and then a number of these gear items. Actually, yeah, here we go. These upside down pumps that happen to be used as grills. I've sometimes seen them used as like little knobs and, you know, other bells and whistles, but yeah, really neat use here too. What I kind of like about it is that the stove's not on. You know, in some cases, people will use the upside down chandelier, which means it's lit already, which means you have like this this glow that you need to kind of like play off, or just kind of like let your imagination just kind of go with it or forget about it. But there, it just happens to be off. You know, no need to think about it. We know what's going on. Nice and easy. Great table spread. Food is still cooking. Things are being, you know, folks are impatiently waiting to be served and all that. As soon as the help comes, you know, take that stuff to the side, serve, and start noshing on stuff. But then here, a different sort of setup. Now this here, this seems to be like the boss level conference room of sorts. So here we go. We're gonna have our seat, and of course, the puppy king. All right, nice. And then here, what are we talking about? Of course, as said, the restoration of Gilnean. Like, what do we do? Destroy the horde. Yeah, but what does that have to do with restoring Gilnean? I don't know, but we just got to destroy the horde. That's long and short of it. Sounds good, buddies. Let's go. Whatever gets them excited. Kind of interesting. We have a guild vault right there on the side. But of course, this is like the boss level room. So you get this far, sure, go ahead and have a crack at the safe. And otherwise, we have some solid faction branding here. You know, they rebranded the Horde chair very heavily, I should add. Here, let's take a closer look at this, because there actually is quite a bit going on here with this chair. We're going up a number of platforms. Of course, we have the big chair, super intimidating. We have different sconces, braziers being set up that helped fill out the space here. But then check out like this arch here. So we started off with some elven tables, some rounded elven tables. You have the draping that happens to be atop and also kind of overlaps the front, which makes it really cool. I really like how that comes together. It has a very cool fit to it. But then on top of the tables, you have these benches. You can kind of see how they're sort of like sticking out a little bit. And they're helping to skin that. At the top of the clipping here, or where you would otherwise see gaps between these two tables, you have like one more table there, one more like pillow there to just kind of like add a little bit to it. Nice. Really, really nice setup.